Welcome to the Explainer. You know, if you've ever tried looking up court records in Irvine, California, you probably already know it can feel a bit like navigating a maze blindfolded. You type a name into a search bar, hit enter, and bam, you immediately drown in irrelevant results, paywalls, or just super confusing legal jargon. It's incredibly frustrating, right?
But here's the thing, it is definitely not just you. Most people waste time right off the bat because they're simply searching the wrong databases. They hit dead ends within minutes, assume the record just doesn't exist, or worse, they end up actually paying for outdated info. Well, today, we're gonna fix that.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here's our roadmap to save you hours of frustration. We'll start with the public records trap, then how to identify your case type. Next, we've got the 4-step search formula, followed by information that helps most, and finally, restrictions and reality checks. Starting with Section 1, the public records trap.
So when most people want to find a court record, what do? They go straight to Google and they click on the very first public records website that pops up. Now these are third-party aggregators, and they are a massive trap. Relying on these messy sites often leads to really expensive paywalls, mixed-up identities, and outdated files. Instead, you've got to go directly to the official source, the actual court databases. Those are accurate, they're updated directly by the clerks, and they're completely authoritative. And that brings us to a huge aha moment. When searching for local official databases, people almost always look for the Irvine Municipal Court. Well, here is the secret. There isn't one. The city of Irvine literally does not have its own independent municipal court. Instead, it's just an integrated component of the whole Orange County Superior Court system. All legal matters arising in Irvine are processed through the county. So if you're searching for an Irvine court, you are already looking in the wrong place.
Moving on to Section 2, identify your case type.
And this brilliantly illustrates why identifying your exact case type is the mandatory first step. The Orange County Superior Court doesn't just keep all its records in one giant building. They're totally decentralized. If you've got an Irvine traffic or criminal matter, it goes to the Harbor Justice Center down in Newport Beach. But if it's a civil lawsuit or a small claims case, that gets physically routed to the Central Justice Center in Santa Ana. Family law heads over to Orange, and probate goes to Costa Mesa. Basically, where the record lives depends entirely on what type of record it actually is.
So you really need to categorize your search right out of the gate. Are you looking for a traffic ticket, a criminal charge, a civil lawsuit over a contract, or maybe a divorce proceeding, a probate matter regarding a will, or perhaps even a federal bankruptcy? Simply pausing to identify the correct category from this list eliminates a huge chunk of failed searches instantly. Why? Because it tells you exactly which system to focus on. That brings us to Section 3, the 4-step search formula.
Now, you should always execute your search in this exact, foolproof chronological order. Step 1, start with the Orange County Superior Court records, because as we just learned, that's where most Irvine cases actually live. Step 2, check the specific portals for local traffic or minor citations. Those are handled slightly differently. Now, if you still strike out, Step 3 is expanding to California's statewide databases, usually for appeals or multi-county issues. And finally, Step 4, check federal court records, which are totally separate from the state and county systems. Let's break these down.
Okay, so for Steps 1 and 2, county and traffic records, your primary digital hub is the official Orange County Courts online domain, specifically their case access portals. This right here is where you can look up civil lawsuits, criminal records, divorces, and small claims. You can search by case number or party name, and it really is the most direct path to finding out what happened in an Irvine-based case.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the number 21. If you're looking for a traffic ticket issued by the Irvine Police Department, you've got to be aware of this 21-day latency period. It can actually take up to 3 weeks from the day you get a ticket for it to finally appear in the court's online system. So, if you search the very next day after getting pulled over and find absolutely nothing, don't assume the ticket was magically lost. You literally just have to keep checking back.
Skipping over to Step 4 of our formula, let's talk about federal records. Federal cases, like a major federal lawsuit or a bankruptcy filing by an Irvine business, are completely isolated from the Orange County county-level databases. To find these, you have to use a completely separate federal system called PACER, which stands for Public Access to Court Electronic Records. Do not waste your time looking for federal bankruptcies on the county website because they simply aren't going to be there.
All right, Section 4, information that helps most. When it comes to the search itself, the more details you have, the better. You absolutely want the full legal name. And here's a pro tip for you. Always try spelling variations. Seriously, a missing middle initial, a hyphenated last name, or forgetting a suffix like junior or senior can completely hide your results in these strict databases. Now, having the exact case or citation number, that's the golden ticket.
But filing years, approximate ages, and, for traffic tickets, a driver's license number can all dramatically narrow down those results.
And guess what? Knowing those details actually saves you money. The Orange County court system operates on a cost recovery model. So if you just want to blindly search by someone's name as a guest, it's going to cost you $4.75 per search. But if you already have the exact case number and use the case access portal, viewing the basic summary is totally free. So the more precise your starting info is, the less you're paying the court to do the digging for you. Now, if you find a record online but need official printed copies mailed out to you, there is an insider protocol you definitely need to know. Since you pay per page and you rarely know the exact page count of a file before requesting it, the court uses this not-to-exceed check protocol. You essentially write a check leaving the actual amount blank, but underneath you write not to exceed $25.00 for small files or maybe $60.00 for larger ones. Then the clerk fills in the exact math. It's a bit of a quirk in the system, but knowing this prevents your mail-in request from being outright rejected.
Finally, Section 5, Restrictions and Reality Checks.
So the crucial point here is understanding the vital difference between police records and court records. If you're looking for an arrest report or a 911 call from the Irvine Police Department, that is a law enforcement record, not a court record. Police records are heavily restricted under the California Public Records Act and are usually only released to the directly involved parties. Court records, on the other hand, are the formal legal filings at the county level and are generally open to the public. You really have to know which agency actually holds the paper.
Here is a surprisingly fun fact for you. The Orange County Superior Court has historical records dating all the way back to 1889. But don't expect to find those digitized on the internet anytime soon. For truly historical files, or honestly even cases from a few decades ago that just haven't been scanned yet, reality dictates you're going to have to make an in-person visit to the Records Management Unit down in Santa Ana.
You also have to deal with the reality of sealed and restricted records. Strict California privacy mandates shield certain documents entirely from public digital view. We're talking about things like juvenile delinquency cases, highly sensitive family matters like confidential parentage or paternity cases, active ongoing investigations, and records that have been legally expunged. If you aren't a direct party to these specific types of cases, you just aren't going to see them, online or otherwise. Finding nothing doesn't automatically mean the record doesn't exist.
Let's move to and see how this builds, because even when a record is totally public, getting official copies often requires jumping through some specific administrative hoops. For example, if you're searching for records related to Proposition 64, the marijuana legalization initiative, you can't just shoot over an email. The court requires you to fill out, print, and submit highly specialized official legal forms and physically mail or deliver them to the correct justice center. In this case, the bureaucracy is definitely a feature, not a bug.
Before we wrap things up, I do need to clearly state, this explainer is for educational and informational purposes only and does not constitute legal advice. Court databases, public access systems, fees, and search procedures can and do change over time, depending on California law, local court rules, and federal regulations. Some records might be restricted, sealed, partially redacted, or just unavailable online. Always verify information directly through official court websites or qualified legal professionals. All right, so you are no longer going to waste time searching for the phantom Irvine Municipal Court or paying those shady third-party websites. You know exactly how to identify your case type, match it to the right Orange County Justice Center, and follow our chronological formula. So, with this 4-step formula in hand, what hidden piece of legal history are you going to uncover first? Thanks so much for joining me, and happy searching.